Okay, okay. Good morning. Let's walk to work with me. Um, yeah, I think I haven't. Look at the sky though. It's so pretty. Don't think I've been this early to work. This is just in time. In all probability, I'm running late, but I have something at 9 today. So I'm reaching. I've left 15ish minutes before, which is really good for me. But I kind of wanted to share this with you as I go. This feels better, but that will hurt my hand. So you might see me change. And then it's pretty. Just wanted to show you the different views. It just shows how far I've come, right? Don't care about being judged about these things and getting looks. It's quite a warm day. The girl is wearing a dress. But I think this is the last warm day. I was checking the temperatures and it said uh, 10 degrees like very soon. Today's highest is 17. I feel like this is going to be the last warm day in forever and ever and ever and ever. Well, I really hope that's not true. Let's just keep it there. So, as I walk, let's discuss. Lots is happening, as always. Lots is always happening, right? And then there is this sense that I'm seeing in people around, and I've always been hinting about that with everything I speak in the past few videos, that there's a rush, there's a stress, there's a whole ass overwhelm of what to do, how to do, when to do, expectations, people going all over the place, and stuff like that. The first thing that happens in these cases after being overwhelmed is you blame yourself. And there's no space for that here. There really isn't. No, I'll just cross now. I'm really hoping I don't end up being like too late. I don't think I will. But okay, coming back to the point. So I was talking about life becoming harder, things becoming too much, and us blaming ourselves. Even if you're blaming the environment, there's a part of you that's like, oh, it's you didn't do enough, you aren't enough, and where could I compromise more to make this happen? All of those different things come up, right? Which is always going to be the case if we don't really make it a habit to realize that most things just are. And I know self love is such a big theme in life for a lot of people now, thankfully, because it's always been a theme in my life. As you would know, I am a soft life girly. I do not believe in making my life hard. I do not believe in adding on, piling on intentionally. But the thing about self love is it never ends, it's ongoing. It requires immense patience with yourself. It's not just taking a bath or something like that or journaling one day. It's living in the moment. It's realizing that shit will happen and you will respond to it in a certain way because that's how you've been conditioned. And then eventually you will not because you'll teach yourself not to. While you're doing it even as the way that you shouldn't, you still hold grace for yourself. It will be reaction at the start. You'll be like, what the fuck? In the moment, and then you'll have the moment pass and you'll be like, I shouldn't have done that. I could have done better, etc., etc. Which is also something that you need to catch. And you'll be like, I'll do better. And that's how the journey starts. But eventually you'll catch yourself doing it in the moment, and you'll give yourself that gap. You'll give yourself that gap of, let's just observe instead of just blaming myself. Let's just observe and see what's happening here. What can I do better? Or maybe just not do anything. One of my favorite people always says, when things go wrong or shit hits the fan and stuff like that, all she does is become really silent and observe. Because, which effectively means she regulates herself in a way. Because that gives you the access to the most information you can get, which will then let you make the best decisions in life, right? So, yeah, self love. Self love isn't about, well, it is also about candles and nourishing yourself and finding your cozy spots and stuff like that. It is. But it's more than that. It's always happening. It's always going to be important. And you're always going to be a work in progress, even if you don't want to be. And that's fine. Because imagine if you were done, what will you do? You'll get bored. Now, the ways that you can cultivate self love and the ways that you can allow yourself to have grace is try to find people around you to see how they do it for themselves. Understand the process they have. If you identify within yourself that you're being somebody who keeps shaming yourself or getting shamed around by people, right? And then imagine if somebody is shaming you for no reason. Obviously, you're going to get triggered. Obviously, you're going to be like, what the fuck? Who are you to say this? And then eventually, you'll keep trying to find that trigger because it just, even if it doesn't exist. So you'll be like, oh, this person said this to me. How can I take that? Why are they trying to blame me and stuff? It's hard. It's hard. Like you're going through this visceral reaction in your body and it's not going to be easy. But that doesn't help you, right? I don't care about others, like you pushing back on them and them being wrong or not. I care about you. That's not helping you. So in that moment, if you can find a pause to see what works best for you, even though the urge is to just shout back, to hit, to lash out, which really isn't helping, is it? Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this. But if there is a way that you can do it that isn't lashing out, isn't making you feel, not good, that's what we want. And I'm not going to give you the answer that this is the way or that is the way. For me, what works is I become silent now as much as I can and in as many situations that I can, to the point that some people might think I'm a pushover, which is their problem, not mine. I'm pretty okay with doing what I want in that situation. I'm pretty okay with being the one who chooses to lash out or not. Sometimes you need to lash out. People are assholes as well, so they deserve it as well. I learn a lot from people like my sister who stand up for herself always. But there are times that there are repercussions of standing up for yourself because the other person will also stand up for themselves and stuff. So if you're not prepared, stuff will happen. So become more prepared. Look at different possibilities. Learn from people. Observe people in those situations and actions. But as again, and as always, it's always going to start with awareness. So you do the first thing first. Identify which one do you want to work on. Which is the one that you're changing. Observe around you people who are doing it better. What is the one thing that you can take and implement in your life? And then try practicing it. And if you suck at it, see what else can be done there. Who else is doing it better? Okay, now people are straying. So I'm gonna go back. Just wanted to show you guys this is also on my way to office. And I'm about to reach. That's so pretty, right? Anyways, the point is, I am going to challenge you to love yourself, especially in the most nastiest situations, which you know are not working out, even though you're doing it for a reason, because you're not stupid, you're obviously doing it for a reason. And yeah, that's about it. Have a lovely day ahead. If you think somebody will benefit from this, share, like, comment below what you're going to work on, and subscribe so you can see what we come up with next. Bye, lots of love.